How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Wolves, and we're back for a brand new video today. Apologies for the strange boxes and so on in the background, but I'm currently at work, but the Europa League draw has happened. I've got to make sure I look at the right camera as well. It has happened today, and we're going to be talking about Wolves' opponents. A few little interesting facts about a few of them, but of course a fantastic victory over Torino yesterday, and that obviously gave us a 5-3 aggregate victory to send us into the Europa League group stage. You can check out the review for that. I'll make sure I put a link somewhere around the screen right now. Before we kick off though, guys, make sure you go and check out our channel partners over at OneFootball. They really help this channel out, help us continue with the channel, so check them out. A fantastic football app for your live scores, your live football news, all the up-to-date info on players, player stats and all that sort of stuff as well. So I'll make sure to leave a link to that at the top of the description down below. It's free to download on Android and iOS down below. But Wolves have today been drawn in, I forget the group. No, I forget the group. I think it's Group K. I may be completely wrong, but I think it's Group K. But we've been drawn up against Besiktas, Braga, and Slovan Bratislava. So some interesting ties in there, definitely, for Wolves. And for me, on the face of it straight away, it's a very much, I'm not going to say winnable group, but it's a group that I feel that Wolves can definitely qualify out of. And there's some very tasty ties and some fantastic and intriguing ties throughout the whole competition, not just in Wolves' group as well. There was a couple of groups. I think Roma got Mönchengladbach, and I was worrying. I was like, oh, that's going to be our group. And then Wolfsberger came out quite late as the fourth pot. I would love for Wolves to either play Wolfsberger or Wolfsburg. Copenhagen were in there as well. Stoll Solbacher, the ex-Wolves boss, in the competition. So there's so many little intriguing stories, but I'm going to give you information about all the teams that we've been drawn today, and hopefully I know the fixtures are out later today, so if they're not out by the time you watch this video, they will be out very soon indeed. So I'm going to be trying my best to at least go to one of the European away days. As I've already done Crusaders, I'd love to continue and do another one as well. But we'll start off with Besiktas. They came out of pot 1. They were the first team out, and arguably on paper the best team in our group. They're the 15-time Turkish champions. However, they did finish third in their league last season. In terms of their stadium, it's the BJK Vodafone Park. That holds close to 40,000 fans, so there'll be a decent allocation for Wolves fans if you're wishing to go to Turkey for that game away from home. Key players, or not key players, but maybe players of note: Loris Karius on loan from Liverpool, the goalkeeper. Obviously, he dropped an absolute... Well, he didn't have the best of Champions League finals a couple of years ago, did he? He's currently out on loan there. And Vida as well, Domagoj Vida, the man that seems to be linked with Wolves every transfer window, the little ponytail, the Croatian, the centre-back, he plays for Besiktas as well. So an intriguing game that, but for me, we could match up against them. I think the toughest game will probably be them away. I think at home we could beat every single team. We move on to Braga. They came out of pot 2, and arguably, they finished 4th in the Portuguese league last season, behind obviously Sporting, Porto, and Benfica. But they can definitely trouble a few teams. They've got a really good young squad. In terms of stats, they were runners-up in the Europa League in 2010-2011. Their stadium is the Estadio Municipal de Braga, 30,000 seater, or just over 30,000 again. So a decent allocation for Wolves, you'd expect, but their stadium is so unique. Make sure you go and check it out. As I say, it's the Estadio Municipal de Braga, or just search Braga Stadium and look at some of the images of that. In terms of key players, well, to be fair, they've got a really decent young Portuguese squad as well. They've got some fantastic young players, and maybe this is just their trial to join Wolves, who knows. But they've got the likes of Jadas, Francisco Trincao, Andre Horta as well, so they've got some really good young Portuguese players that we've got to keep our eyes out for, because they're going to be wanting to prove a point as well. Definitely a winnable game, but as I say, they've caused problems for a couple of European sides before, so it's not going to be easy, I could say. Now, obviously, Wolves came out in pot 3, and we had then the fourth team to come out in pot 4 was Slovan Bratislava. They're the 13 times champions of Slovakia, and they won the league again last season. They beat PAOK, or PAOK, on away goals in the knockout, in the playoff stage yesterday as well. They did lose out 3-2 away, but won on away goals. And in terms of key players, if I'm being 100% honest, I've never heard of any of their players, but their manager, Jan Kozak, who's now 39 years of age, actually played for our fierce rivals West Bromwich Albion back in 2006. So I suppose there's some sort of little connection there as well. But that is the draw for the Europa League, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. As I say, personally, I think Wolves can qualify out of the group. Let me know which ties you're looking forward to the most, if you're going to be going, and maybe which teams you're disappointed not to have drawn as well. It's going to be key for Wolves to finish top of their group, because I think if we finish top, we avoid any of the teams coming down from the Champions League. So obviously, any of the teams finishing third in their Champions League groups drop down into the Europa League. So it's going to be key that we try and finish top of our group, so we avoid some of the tougher ties straight away as well. But obviously, if we're going to win it, we're going to have to beat the best. But I'm looking forward to it. Europa League, it's only just starting to sink in now, I think. Be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.